Mike Evans has been unrecognizable this season, and this could be the quickest drop-off of talent in sports history. Hey everybody, it's Buck U here. New video out. New to the channel, like and subscribe, leave a comment. I make sure to respond back to everybody on my comments. And let's just talk about it. So Mike Evans is a Buccaneers OG. He's been with us since he got drafted out of Texas A&M. He's been with us through the bad years. I mean, he's been with us through the Section 8, EBT, food stamp era. He had Jameis Winston as a quarterback, Matt Glennon as a quarterback. Already he should be in the Hall of Fame for just surviving the era. He survived the alarm clock jersey era. He should be a GOAT just for that alone. But early in his career, Mike Evans was known as a good player on a bad team, so he wasn't getting the recognition. But fast forward to now, Mike Evans has built a very nice career for himself. But right now, he seems to be probably the third best player on the offense. Maybe even fourth if Chris Godwin could continue what he did last week against Carolina, against Cleveland. Maybe Chris Godwin could be the number one receiver, but I don't know. Chris Godwin could be injury prone sometime. Now, Mike Evans' stats are not bad this season. And he's 51 catches, 702 yards, 3 touchdowns. Kind of on pace for what he usually averages. But he's getting 100 yards every 4th or 5th game. So it's going to be hard for him to crack that 1,000 yards. It seems the only thing that keeping Mike Evans intact for Canton for the Hall of Fame is his streak of 1,000 yards he's had since his rookie season. He's been having this streak, 1,000 yards. Jerry Rice never had it, doesn't have it. Randy Moss don't have it. T.O. don't have it. But Mike Evans has it. And against the Cleveland Browns, Sunday, on a 28-yard catch, he got the record. Now, that's the good news. The bad news is he only had 2 catches for 31 yards after being targeted 9 times. 9 targets, 2 catches. So after that 28-yard catch Mike Evans had, he only had 1 more catch for 3 yards. Mike Evans was once thought of as the face of the franchise type player. But he seems to keep that streak going, to keep his name in the Hall of Fame. But Brady also is spreading the ball around more to the tight ends. You know, even seen Cole Keith get some catches. We've seen Giovanni Bernard get some catches. You know, we've seen Cam Otten. We've seen Cam Brate, K. Otten. They're getting catches now. And the thing with Brady, he likes to throw to running backs also. So Leonard Fournette this season has become a better receiver than a better running back. So we should have paid him receiver money. Well, no, we shouldn't have. Receivers get paid more than running backs. No, we should have. No, never mind. But Leonard Fournette has become a better receiver than running back this season. Rachaad White is starting to expand his offensive game a little bit with catching the ball. Giovanni Bernard, we know, is a catching running back. Mostly known, he's not every down running back. He's known as a third down, catch out of the backfield running back. And then also, you know, James White, he even had Le'Veon Bell on the team. So Brady's always been in love with running backs that can catch the ball. But here's what scares me. And yes, we lost last week. Like you said, last week, only a couple days ago. We lost against the Browns Sunday. Who do we play next week? The New Orleans Saints. Mike Evans missed a game against the New Orleans Saints. Why? Because of the person who plays for the Saints, their cornerback, Marshon Lattimore. Marshon Lattimore knows how to get in Mike Evans' head. So Mike Evans doesn't get targets or get balls like he usually does, and Marshon Lattimore is nagging him. It's just going to be stuck between a rock and a hard place. Can you imagine Mike Evans probably in the third quarter, probably has 1 catch for 4 yards. Marshon Lattimore's talking shit. I lock you up. You soft, whatever. And now he just exploding. He just explode. You might have Brady try to talk him down. Mike Evans probably thinking, you're not throwing the balls. Why should I listen to you, Brady? And Marshon Lattimore is just locking him down. It's kind of remind me of the Jalen Ramsey and A.J. Green situation. Jalen Ramsey said that he got in A.J. Green's head because he kept saying, 1 for 6. AJ Green had 1 catch for 6 yards. Just kept repeating it to him, 1 for 6, and finally, Jalen Ramsey got a little physical with him. AJ Green snapped. If Mike Evans get into it with Marshon Lattimore again, he might be gone for maybe 2 or 3 games. We'll see. But Mike Evans has to keep it in check against him. But also, I noticed in the Carolina game that Mike Evans dropped the easiest catch he ever had in his life. For the easiest touchdown he's had in his life. And he dropped it. Now, granted, he bounced back against Baltimore and had a beast of a game. He was unstoppable against Baltimore. And that kind of let us know how good Mike Evans can be. That was his best game of the season. And you chalk it up to probably one of the best of his career. Probably top 15, 20 games of his career. But here's where it gets bad. Mike Evans has not had 60 yards since week 7 against the Baltimore Ravens, when he had his best game. He's not had over 60-yard receiving since week 7. Here's where it gets worse. He has not scored a touchdown since week 3 when we lost to Kansas City. He had 2 touchdowns that game. And he had the one again week 1. But Mike Evans has not scored outside of week 3. Now, I know Mike Evans is a future Hall of Famer, but it doesn't mean that he's not declining. He's 29, but he is showing signs of declining. And I compare, because they're kind of the same physical specimen, to when T.O. joined the Bengals. Yes, T.O. was a future Hall of Famer, or at the time he was a future Hall of Famer, but he was still declining. Randy Moss, when he joined the 49ers, future Hall of Famer, but he was still declining. Difference is, those guys was way past their primes. Mike Evans is still in his prime. He's already declining. So, I don't know what to do or what we should do. But I hope Mike Evans gets it together, because we need him to be the number 1 option for us to get to the Super Bowl. Thanks for listening, guys. Like and subscribe and comment.